I'm Ken Mack, along with Steve Locke from Tackle 2000 Incorporated, manufacturers of the Rocket Bobber. We at Tackle 2000 set some serious goals when developing the Rocket Bobber. We wanted a quality product designed for all ages that would accommodate both shore and offshore anglers. In order to do this, we looked at 6 specific characteristics we felt were essential for an all-around bobber: casting distance, accuracy, visibility, sensitivity, versatility, and durability. Let's start with casting distance. Average casting distance with the Rocket Bobber is 30 to 40 yards with pinpoint accuracy. As you will notice, the Rocket Bobber will fly tipped first, reducing the potential for line tangle and getting your bait out to where the fish are. The Rocket Bobber comes in 2 colors, an orange top for sunny days, yellow top for cloudy days. Both have a matte finish, which reduce glare and are very easy to see. This comes in handy when casting long distances. The Rocket Bobber comes in 2 sizes. A large size when using 6-pound test and up, and the junior size for 2 to 6-pound test. This can also be utilized for different species of fish or fishing conditions. As for sensitivity, the Rocket Bobber, when fishing for panfish, is designed to lay flat on the water. As the bobber begins to stand up, you set the hook. It's that easy. As soon as that fish inhales the bait, that bobber is already standing up. You don't have to wait until the bobber is all the way up and down. The versatility of the Rocket Bobber is that it can be used as a lock-on or a slip bobber by simply depressing the end cap and turning it 180 degrees to your desired setting. This is great when fishing over, let's say, a brush pile, rock hump, or any other types of structure where you have to get your bait down. Steve will be showing you how to put on a bobber stop.
Thanks, Ken. At this time I'm going to demonstrate how to put a bobber stop on. In this case I have an Easy Glide bobber stop made by Tackle 2000. It's a medium bobber stop that needs no bead when used with the Rocket Bobber. Simply take the end of your line and pass it through the tube. At that point we're ready to slide the bobber stop knot off towards the rod tip. So I'll grab this end of the tube, grab my line, slowly start taking that knot towards the rod tip. At that point I'll dispose of the tube. So I grab this end of the knot and this end of the knot and then firmly grab them and secure it on my line by just gently pulling and making sure it's tight. Once it's tight, I want to confirm it's on my line securely, so I'll just slide it. I should have a little resistance both ways. If not, I'll just tighten it up a little. So at this point, I'm going to trim both ends of the knot. One way of doing that is taking a normal fingernail clippers or small scissors. What I like to do is leave about 1/8 of an inch for a little indicator. So I'll grab both of my ends of my line, grab the bobber stop end, and just trim that one. Then I'll grab the other end and trim that one to about 1/8 of an inch. At that point, if I take the end of my line, my bobber stop is secure on my line, confirming again that it's secure on there. Now with that in mind, Ken showed you how to use the bobber stop. If you take a Rocket Bobber that's in a fixed position, all I have to do is rotate the end cap 180 degrees, and there's a little slot allowed for the bobber stop. So at this point, all I have to do is attach this to my line, and it slides through. As Ken indicated, if we take this and we're fishing a foot off the bottom, if we want to change depths with the bobber stop, all we have to do is move it up. Let's say that's a foot. Now we're fishing 2 feet. If we'd want to go shallower, we move it down a foot. We just slide that down a foot. Okay, and now we're going to be fishing a foot. As you can see, the bobber stop's a relatively easy position to put on and utilize.
All right, next let's take a look at the slip bobber. All I'm going to do is just clip this thing on, and you're going to notice when I cast out, all right, that jig's going to start dropping down, and as soon as it reaches that bobber stop, okay, the bobber is going to stand straight up. It's going to be vertical now. And when the fish inhales the bait, that bobber is going to start dropping down. So let's see what we can do. Now if I can just find that crib. It's right up in here somewhere. Let's see if we can try it right there. Notice that bobber's laying flat. Now as soon as that jig is all the way down to the stop, okay, there it is. Now it's standing up straight. I know that it's at 6.5 feet right now. I can set that stop at 10 feet, 3 feet, whatever I want to do. Okay, there it is. Oh, there's a small fish right there. Oh, you just look at that. That's the up bite right there where they come up on it. There he goes. That's a fish right there. Let's see what we got here. Let's check it out. Oh yeah, it's a small little gill. There might be some bigger gills on here. Well, it's not a real bad gill. And it's actually a little eater.